Well, he's had 15 tries before, but maybe just maybe for George, 16th time lucky for Brute Force, who's dropping back in trip from that run at Wolverhampton last time. They did make the running, doesn't always make the running, has run OK here before when not doing that. But we'll see. There is Jack Mitchell aboard, who's got a fair ride on Rogue Millennium tomorrow in the Kazoo Oaks. So we shall see, in conversation with Tom Marquand, who is aboard Typewritten, who's the biggest prize runner in the race now, 22 to 1. I did think Mardoof, to a degree, was sort of the clubhouse leader when it came to shaping up the market for this race. It's a tricky one. I know the guys are talking about the quality of it. It's a tricky one to evaluate. Still a lightly raced maiden in shot there now, under Aidan Keeley, Leicester 7 for trainer Mitchell Hunt, 8 race maiden. But I personally think this horse can be certainly seen to win a race, and it might just come here in the frame over the course and distance the last twice. And I think that run behind Beggarman was just indicative of the fact that Beggarman stays really well and maybe just outstayed Mardoof, but a replication of a run such as that I don't think would put Mardoof too far away. Bayston Hill, got to hope that the horse will stay the mile 6, stepping up into the unknown for the first time. If it does happen and the horse can regain some sort of form, certainly of late 2020 into 2021, then Bayston Hill would be a player in there at 7 to 1. Against the odds, good to see the horse, 22 to 1, off that monster absence of 1,337 days. And we'll see. And then, of course, Holly Doyle looking for the treble. Seemed to very good effect the last 2 rides. Bids to complete the 3-timer courtesy of Be Fair, who, of course, does know how to win, as the guys in the studio was talking about, or were talking about, and tried to follow up that win at Wolverhampton last time, at Wolverhampton again under the penalty. But the mile 6 doesn't seem to be a problem. The last run over the mile 6, and the only run over the last 12, 15 months over a mile 6 was that win at Wolverhampton, and has won off slightly higher marks in the past as well. So with the rider in extremely good form could be the answer. George's shout, Brute Force, 130 to make it 16th time lucky. And ran OK here a couple of starts ago behind Estrella Star. And maybe it'll be here if the maiden's to be shed. But you could probably apply that to Mardoof as well. We'll see. Tricky race, longest race though. Here's Derek for the call.
They're all in standby. They're off. Here we go. 6 runners, a mile and 6 furlongs. All 6 runners well into their stride. In this, the Ladies' Day, featuring Sophie Ellis Baxter Handicap. Let's see who's going to settle down in front. And here comes against the odds, having his first race for 4 years. Eos Prick, Tom Quealy. He's going to take them along. In second place, towards the inside, is Typewritten. Towards the outside, in the red and blue chevrons, is Mardoof. Then behind this in the blue and white with the cheek pieces, that's Bayston Hill. Towards the inside is Be Fair, and the back marker early on is Brute Force. So swinging round at the bend at the far end of the track, about to come back towards us. Remember, still over a circuit to run in this 7:10 race here at Chelmsford City Racecourse. And against the odds from the Gary Moore stable, leads them into the home straight. Up on the outside is Mardoof from the Mitchell Hunt stable in Somerset. On the inside, the grey horse, Typewritten, trained by Tom Wall. Then on the outside, in the white cheek pieces, the blue and white colours, Bayston Hill. That's trained by Mark Usher. On the inside of that one, in the blue with the yellow and red hoop sleeves, Be Fair from the Tony Carroll yard. And just the back marker is the Roger Teal-trained Brute Force. So here they come past the winning line with a complete circuit left to run. They're getting a good cheer on the first circuit. I wonder what they'll be like on the second circuit. Against the odds is the leader. Up on the outside, Mardoof, ridden by 20-year-old Aidan Keeley, looking for his 18th career win. Then on the inside, Typewritten, and one of the top jockeys in the world, Tom Marquand. Up on the outside, the Bayston Hill, that's in the blue and white. On the inside, Holly Doyle looking for a treble tonight at Chelmsford City on Be Fair in those red and yellow hoop sleeves. And still the back marker biding his time. Jack Mitchell on Brute Force. Into the back straight they go. 6 furlongs left to run. In the Ladies' Day, featuring Sophie Ellis Baxter Handicap, and still against the odds, having his first race for 4 years, enjoying himself out there in the lead. Mardoof is poised on the outside. On the inside, it's Typewritten. On the outside, that's Bayston Mill. Then on the inside of that one is Be Fair, and still Brute Force, the back marker. As they go towards the bend at the far end of the track, they're quickening it up a little bit. Against the odds, still has the lead as they pass the 4-pole. But here on the outside comes Mardoof to possibly just go in front. In third place with the cheek pieces, that is on the outside, Bayston Hill, the 5 times winner here at the track. Then we've got the grey, Typewritten, then the yellow and red of Brute Force, and the back marker is Be Fair. Let's see what happens as they come into the home straight. 2 furlongs left to run. Now they're going for it, still against the odds, but here comes Mardouv to fractionally go in front. Switch towards the outside. Bayston Hill is asked to improve. On the wide outside, Brute Force. In last place, Be Fair is going to have to be switched to the wide outside. 4 virtually in line, and here comes Bayston Mill to challenge Brute Force. Brute Force this side, Bayston Mill the far side. Be Fair is finishing fast on the outside, but have left it too late. Brute Force and Jack Mitchell are going to win it. Bayston Hill is second, and possibly a bit unlucky in running in third. Be Fair.
And ensured that it was running a relatively even gallop. They didn't go suicidally quick, but it was just a nice tempo, and Jack sort of dropped Brute Force in from stall 6, was one off the rail the whole way round, always had an out and got him rolling in plenty of time around that last bend. You could see him there, the flashy chestnut horse, and it was just organising him. He half went to duck in behind, and Jack just had to be on his A game to keep him going forward. But he's getting a nice tone to the race off Bayston Hill, who is trying the mile and 6 for the first time, and I thought it was just there was no excuses really, Angus. It was a perfect setup for him today, and that's how it worked out.
It was a good setup in a weak race.